You might have seen some of my other videos where I've used AI to create games like Asteroids or Flappy Bird. And don't get me wrong, while these videos are pretty impressive, they can build games entirely using just natural language prompts with no code whatsoever. Well, one of the most common questions I get is, well, is that just because the LLM has trained on all these open source versions of those games in the past? So to answer this question once and for all, I'm going to build a little simulation that's going to be highly specific. It's not a game at all. I'm going to be very, very verbose in articulating what it is I'm looking for the LLM to build me, and it's going to still end up resulting in an accurate implementation of the exact type of animation simulation that I'm looking for. So the little physics simulation that I'm envisioning is going to be a hollowed out outline of a circle, and inside of that circle is going to be we're going to start with a single colored ball that spawns, and it's going to have an initial velocity, and it's going to use simulate gravity to then bounce off of the edge of that outer circle. And at every time a ball bounces, I want it to subdivide into a child ball, which has a different color and a slightly different velocity. And then so you can imagine this is going to be this exponential growth of every ball continue to split down into two balls, and so this is going to grow out of control until we run out of memory and the simulation crashes. Now, a couple points I want to make here as it starts to describe the project and write out its requirements, and it's going to start to build the environment. I'm recording this all in a single take. This is a custom GPT called WebGPT that is powered by an API backend called Web Requests. And you can try this GPT right now in the ChatGPT custom GPT store to search for WebGPT. So what WebGPT is doing is it is in fact writing code. Of course, programs run on code, but you don't have to write any code is the important thing. It's going to write code for you in the back end. That's what the Web Request API and platform layer does automatically for you. And like magic, it'll just spit out a link right in your chat that you can just click on and then play test whatever it built for you directly in your browser. You don't have to copy and paste any code. You don't have to launch any environments, configure any coding IDEs. All of this is going to be handled right here within the interface of a natural language chat conversation. Now you see there's a red error at the top of the screen. AI is not perfect, and neither are humans, by the way, so again, let's not judge. It did do an awful lot of work, awful lot of building in a single shot there before I even tried it for the very first time. So I'm going to go ahead and give that feedback to the LLM. I'm just telling it with natural language that there's an error, and it goes ahead and checks the error log, identifies what the error is, and immediately moves to fix the code base automatically for me. And just like that, with a single error fix, it's able to give me a new link. It's the same link. And here we are. My simulation is running. The color balls are bouncing, they are subdividing, and it is chugging. They are growing out of control exponentially, and I am about to crash. So hopefully this resolves once and for all the issue of, well, is it just copying open source game code from your other projects and your other videos? No, it is able to generate original code. It's able to follow your explicit directions and instructions, and it's able to build anything that you describe if you're verbose enough, if you're clear enough in what you want it to build.